This is the Finesse Media Podcast.
She said, I'm ready. Of course. She's the Zeta. You're always ready. Welcome back, y'all. Another episode of the Finesse Media Podcast, Season 4. I'm your host, Ken Finesse Media. And again, each and every week, I bring you something brand new. And this season is almost like I'm bringing you folks that you don't know. But if you haven't caught up on Season 2, we had this lovely lady on and bringing her back on for Season 4, joining me again on the episode of the Finesse Media Podcast tonight. Let me just name drop her titles for y'all because she does a lot of stuff. She's an entertainment manager. She's an author, executive producer, and creator of Boule or Boule. I may be saying that wrong. Entertainment. She's a professor. She's a breast cancer survivor, an angel mom, of course, God's child. And last but not least, and certainly as I mentioned before, she's my sorority sister of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Welcome back, Sora. Sis, what's going on? Dr. Syleecia Thompson.
What's up, Fred? Thanks for having me back. I feel like I don't even know how we're going to catch up in 30 minutes.
We got to try to do it and pack it in 30 minutes. I want to know, again, listen, all of these doggone titles that you hold, and we're going to talk about as much as we can and get into each of them. But how is Syleecia doing? The person, the individual, how's she doing? You're in Atlanta now. You left New York, Yonkers, after over 2 decades.
You know what? It was close. Wait a minute. I was in New York area for 13 years, close to 13 years, teaching, up there. The entertainment business up there is different. I left and moved down here during the pandemic, better environment. So much has happened in these 2 years. It's just been crazy. I'm hanging in there. Our dad died, Syleena Johnson, a couple months ago. So we're still trying to grieve that. And I'm just in therapy. Certainly.
I want to give my condolences at the top before we get into, again, a lot of what you're doing and things that you're working on. But give my condolences to you, not just your father, the late great Syleena Johnson, Hall of Fame, and then also your uncle, Jimmy Johnson, who also passed this year, right?
Yes.
It was so y'all dealing with a lot.
It's a lot. My Uncle Jimmy, Blues Hall of Famer, he died January 31st. My dad died 6 days later.
Man, and that was so tragic. Yeah, because when I saw the post, I was like, wait, am I seeing double? I literally thought it was maybe another post about your father. And then I'm like, wait, about your uncle. And I'm like, wait, this is your father. And for those who haven't seen your father on screen, he is a good time. So I know you guys are certainly missing him.
It's cool with me. Any way the wind blows. You remember the last time you tried to leave me, girl? I got down on my knees and begged you not to go. Now here you come, threatening me again, girl, but I ain't gonna, please no more.
Him and you mentioned your mom, who right before we started was in Dallas, where I met. She was honored May the 7th here in Dallas. I missed that. I was traveling to Houston actually when she was down here. I certainly wanted to show up. She's a supporter of Finesse Media, so shout out to Mama Thompson. But she was honored by keeping families connected here in Dallas. So did you talk to her about that? Kind of how was that experience like for her?
She loved it. She would have died if you would have showed up, or if she would have been able to meet you. She really loved it. It was a great opportunity, really, not really an opportunity, but it was good to be honored. She's done so much in her life, and I love what they're doing, honoring celebrity moms. There was a celebrity dad there too. Lil Nas X dad was there, And my mother called and was like, yeah, Nas's father is here. So I was like, oh, okay, what do he look like? I said, you get the daddy, and then, I'll go date the son, Nas. And then she was like, he's young. And I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't Nas.
No,
And
Nas daddy is super cool. Oh, that wasn't Nas daddy.
No, it was Little Nas X.
Oh, Little Nas X. Okay.
Nas, the other rapper.
hey,
Crazy.
You can give Mama Thompson a pass. Give Mama Thompson a pass. She tried to keep up though. Half the time I'm like, is that you behind your own Facebook page, lady, or your Instagram page?
Look, NBA young boy.
Yeah.
His mother was there. Jay Holiday's mother, that's a good friend of hers, Mama Holiday. Jim Jones' mama. I think Nicki Minaj's mother came. So it's a lot of moms, but she asked NBA young boy's mother, how long has your son been in the NBA?
Mama Thompson, we got to move on because we got to get you caught up now. We got to get you caught up. She thinks this man is in the National Basketball Association. No. And I'm not too far away because some of these rappers like the Baby and then Lil Baby, I know we kind of passed that, but at that point when that happened, I didn't even know there were two people. I thought like it was one person, and you just heard one person say Lil Baby or the Baby, and then one person is called the Baby. So Lil Baby and the Baby. Super cool, crazy, keeping babies and keeping sisters connected. You're also doing, I know when this area would have already happened, but this weekend in Atlanta, you're doing My Sister's Keeper Expo 2022. I mean, listen, you stay on panel, sis. I mean, again, a professor, an entrepreneur, an author, but you stay also on panel speaking about things that really matter. So talk to us about that conference again. I know it would have already passed, but what to be expected from that conference?
Well, it's in San Francisco.
Oh, it's in San Francisco. Let me get those dates right, or city, right?
May 14th is the expo. You can go to mysisterskeeperexpo.com and check it all out. Tina Brown is the owner and founder of the movement. It's just great women empowerment. Keynote speaker, Tamika D. Mallory, and Angela Davis.
Angela Davis also.
So the theme this year is by all means necessary. I'm moderating a panel called Women Who Lead. So I'm flying out there tomorrow, and then I'm also going to catch Game 6 of the Warriors.
You still a Warriors fan? Huh? You're not letting that
go. We're gonna find out when this comes out. We'll know.
By the way, I'm also sipping my water from I Am the Brand Cup. Thank you for sending me that during this whole pandemic, man. And also, you wrote a book. And publish that too. Want to talk about that, but what you also are doing, Syleecia, which I've always thought was incredibly selfish of you, was giving back to people, right? So when working with you with Syleena in the past, I always told people unapologetically, this kind of idea was birthed from working with two powerhouse women, Syleena Johnson, who's also your sister, by the way, and also your client, you manage her. But Syleena Johnson and working with you, Syleecia, kind of really gave me the push to really start Finesse Media. Before it was really a podcast, it was just the idea to work with other people. Like I'm showing the episode in the background with Rashida Buffet Lucas, who was on a couple episodes ago. So just being a part of that circle back in the day, it was tremendous. But speaking of the circle, the winner circle, you're giving back to people and individuals and helping them build their career. Talk to us about that, the winner circle.
Well, the winner circle is I've been coaching, this Ken. I've been coaching for years and helping people. So I decided to structure it into a subscription program. So it's $299 a month. It is a subscription-based coaching program. I like people to sign up for 12 months. Sometimes you just need access to a coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
you've been coached too, and I'm gonna talk about that because you've been coached too.
Yes, we got subscriptions to Apple and Tidal and all these other things. So why not have a subscription for building your business, your brand, your career? So I'm very excited because I've been getting a lot of people inquiring about wanting to develop their own TV shows, break into the music business, TV business, film business. So I love that because I'm going to teach people, how to build their pitch decks, their sizzle reels, how to get their pilots together, because I'm in that field and I love it. So I get a lot of other entrepreneurs, but some of them have podcasts, some of them have nursing businesses, some of them are just super duper talented. And I've trained and taught so many people over the years. I'm excited when I see like women and men that want to break into the TV and film space, especially for Black people. So I'm excited to teach them, help them grow and things of that nature. So I can't wait. You know, I mean, it's already launched. If you want to sign up, if you know anyone that's like really transitioning careers or want to get into TV and film, definitely join me, sign up. I feel like it's cost effective, but you have access to me as well as my resources.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
and that's huge. That's huge because this lady's been in the game. I know you have not lived in Yonkers for 2 decades, but have the entertainment background and experience for well over 2 decades. So she's someone to know. Her resources is certainly far and wide. But being coach, you were also with AJ Johnson, the actress on her show on.
Y'all, we are boss women. We are powerful. We are passionate. We are purpose driven. Mothers, daughters, sisters, CEOs, but so often we're running on empty. My friend, my sister, Syleena Johnson, hit me about her sister, Syleecia, who's doing just that, running on empty. Check out her story.
Hey, AJ girl, listen. Oh my God. Okay, so my sister, Syleecia, she's an amazing soul, always pouring into others, but rarely doing for herself. From managing to executive producing to teaching to now becoming a president, she will never put that phone down. And you know, I went on my fitness journey. Well, she joined me, and collectively, we lost over 100 pounds. But she's gained around 30 pounds of it back, and she can't figure out how to balance it. So I told her that I was gonna meet up with her, but I wanted to send you in my place. She has no idea that this is going to happen. But AJ girl, I need you to help my sister. So please meet up with my sister girl and help her out. Okay, and then call me and let me know what happened.
TV One. How was that? I forgot the name of the title of the show, but I know you were Life Therapy, and you were on that show being coached by her. I mean, what was that like? How did that come? I mean, to be that vulnerable, to be exposed. So a lot of people don't really know what you do and kind of what you've gone through being close with Syleena, but not really always exposing your life. So what was that like being on that show? That's a good
question. You know, I wrote this book.
Yeah, there you go.
Resilience Factor prior to getting coached by AJ. But it was so funny. I saw a post, AJ posted something on Instagram, you know, and she knows Syleena. She didn't really know me. So she posted something on Instagram way last year, and she was like, I'm having a special, sign up, get 4 sessions. So I signed up. And my first session, like we're talking, and then before the next session, I ended up talking on the phone with one of her producers of her show, Life Therapy. Mm-hmm. His name is Gold, on something totally different, because, you know, we're all in that world. And he was like, yeah, I'm doing this show with AJ. It's called Life Therapy. I was like, oh, really? She's my coach. And he was like, wait, what? Wait. So then I got on another call with her, and she was like, wait, you got to do my show. We were already, you know, coaching.
It just lined up. It just was a perfect,
lined up. And
perfect
then
timing.
She's been amazing. I'm going to Ghana with her this December on her retreat. I can't wait. She's just an amazing person. Like, her spirit you know how some people you get around and their spirit is just the best.
She a good time.
She a good time. Yeah. No phony, no fakeness, real deal. She looks amazing still at 56, doing her thing.
No, I seen her interview on the Breakfast Club, and she talked about going to Ghana and what that experience was like. And I think she started as a New Year's tradition, and then it became so of a thing. And she wanted other ladies to kind of get that feeling. And she said it was already sold out. I think for the one that you guys are going on, it's already sold out.
Yeah, I don't know. I got my space, so that's on y'all.
Speaking of sold out, this is kind of off topic, but still in the lane of music, because we talk about R&B a whole lot. But speaking in the lane of nostalgic, Anita Baker, she is selling out in Vegas, and she decided to come back. Have you seen that news? Now I'm going. By the way,
I've seen Anita Baker before. She was amazing before she, you know, when she was at the Venetian, and then we tried to go. This time we had tickets. I put insurance on our tickets, so I had to get them refunded because Syleena got booked for a show in Naperville because we were going to go see her. So hopefully she adds more dates so we can go see her. Yeah,
I actually seen that she had tweeted that Live Nation and then AEG Production, which is I think another huge touring company, are in like a bidding war for her to do 10 to 12 cities for this summer. So it is kind of
outside of Vegas.
Outside of Vegas.
Mm.
So I was kind of like, okay, that's cool. But I mean, I was on it, Syleecia, when I tell you, when it launched the tickets for Vegas, I was on it right away, and I got those tickets, but they're now sold out. So it should be a good time. I'll be up in Vegas probably.
Oh, when they went on sale, I was like this. I was waiting. Got them tickets. We had 2 in one spot and 1 in the front. I paid so much. They were grabbing them tickets. And I'm so mad we had to get them refunded because we can't go. But hopefully she adds more dates. But her show is amazing.
Yeah,
it's
I've
amazing.
never gone, and it's really a treat. It's me and my mom. It's for her 60th birthday. So shout out to Mom. We're going out there and we'll have a good time. But speaking of going out and having a good time and tour dates and things being sold out, Syleecia, listen, what is happening with Dallas, Texas? Because I was looking at Syleena. She's back outside. The tour dates is coming. She's about to light up the city winery. But I don't see Texas anywhere on that bill. Listen, I need y'all here.
I don't know what to tell you. We tried. A promoter friend of ours, which is our frat, his name is Big J. He said he had a Texas date. I don't know where it is. So we will see. Promoters, you guys got to reach out to me.
I mean,
like,
what can I do? I mean, can I go out and wave a burning flag? I mean, what is it? Not maybe a burning flag, but what can I do? Smoke signal. I need to get y'all here. Lena's been here, but on this tour, I want, I want
it's
part
just
of this
a bunch
tour.
of summer dates. You should give them my email, tell them to reach out to me, send an offer. Okay, that's how that go. We'll do track dates with a DJ, or we'll do band dates.
So what's up with
Got to send the money.
What's up with Legacy Studios? So I mean, we get new music, because I seen you and Syleena on Facebook Live recently on or in her studio, Legacy Studios. I mean, it's nice, Syleecia. You're in the building. I mean, give me some details. What it looks like. I mean, what does it feel like?
It's really it's in our house, and it's really beautiful. If you ever come to Atlanta, of course you're gonna come to the house and see it. It's really beautiful. It really turned out great. My dad's pictures and plaques are up, and she's got her plaques up. So she is recording her next album. We're going to film everything, of course, and we're just excited. It's going to be an honor. Legacy Studios is kind of in honor of my dad. So
for sure. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. When I heard the word legacy, I'm like, absolutely, no question. You'll be a fool to ask her kind of where, the name comes from. Even with her legacy as Syleena Johnson. I mean, the Seal Johnson is how it all started. I mean, but also Kendrick Lamar. I mean, he just released this video. What's your thoughts about that? The image of it all. You got one person already saying he stole the image. I'm like, here we go. But what's your thoughts? I mean, have you had a chance to take a look at it?
Yes, I have. I love Kendrick Lamar. When it first came out, I went nuts. I was like, oh my God, he's so creative. He's so smart. His timing is perfect. He doesn't release a lot of stuff, but when he does, it's purposeful. And what he's doing is about the message. That whole interchangeable face, that's been done before by many people. I saw that little white boy talk about
you saw him.
You don't sit down. You could never do a concept like this. And the interchangeable faces, that's been done in Hollywood, like in movies and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That's not a new concept. The face, what's important is the people he chose, and then the single cover with the hands. Like, it's so creative. It's so creative. He's dope. He's almost in my top 5. He might knock somebody out.
Yeah. Later on, I'll ask you who's finessing the game. It might be Kendrick Lamar, because to me, I think he is at this, not point, but for a long time. He's very consistent. I think someone said his last album came out in 2018. I'm like, wow, it's been that long since we've been able to receive a body of work from Kendrick Lamar. But speaking of body of works, I want to go back to your partnership. And I want to make sure I got that name right. Is it Boule Entertainment?
Boule Entertainment. James Boule. Yeah.
Talk to me about that relationship and partnership, because you put out a ton of projects during the pandemic on Fox Soul. So talk to us about some of those projects, and what's that relationship like? What can we expect? Anything else on Fox Soul to roll out?
Yeah, well, James Boule is awesome. So he came to me with this idea of me running his company because he's head of programming and GM over at Fox Soul. Black man doing his thing, changing the game. They're 2 years old, Fox Soul. Now, I don't work with Fox Soul. I work separately. So under DuBose Entertainment as creative director. So we're developing some Ken, I'm so excited. We are developing some amazing TV and film projects. We've got biopics in the works. We've got real life documentaries, docu-series. We've got a docudrama, a drama limited series based off of this former Black Panther. It's called High Point 4. We're in a partnership with Tammy Roman and her business partner, Jill Ramsey. It's just so much. Man. We've got this Ethiopian and Eritrean reality show we're working on. It's so many projects. So I love doing that. I love doing stuff under my company, working with Syleena. I'm just blessed.
UIG management is still hot.
I'm able to work in so many different capacities because I work out of my house. Okay.
And are you still teaching now that you relocated to Atlanta?
I am teaching online. I am teaching online with North Central University. I am associate professor in their school of business, but I teach entrepreneurship classes. Perfect for me. You know, that's right up my alley.
Absolutely.
Developing course. I'm just blessed because God said, look here, I'm going to give you all the things you've always wanted to do, you know. And when I was at Berkeley teaching, you know, I had to teach classes that really I didn't really like, but now I'm teaching all entrepreneurship and I'm able to teach and train the next generation of business owners.
So you were teaching entertainment management, right?
Yes.
Or one of the classes, I guess. I guess you were teaching other courses too then.
Yeah. And the entertainment management course, I kind of developed it. You know your business.
Of course. We've been together for so long, man. And listen, Syleecia, you are in Atlanta. It's so much more.
Investigative reporter.
It's so much we could talk about. I was on your Facebook page and I'm like, wow, this is a good question you're asking people, but I wanted to ask you because everyone knows every week on the Finesse Media podcast, I ask my finesser, which is you, who's that person that's finessing the game? But I don't know. You're a tough person and you have a high standard. So I don't want to know really who's finessing the game. What I want to know is the question that you ask the people on Facebook and you ask them, do you have a job, a career, or do you have a calling? Because you have so many different, and this is the reason why I thought it was perfect for you to answer this, because you are in different rooms, right? You're a professor, you're a mom, you're a sister, you're an aunt. And so, and again, beyond many other things, an author. Make sure you get this book, by the way. But what do you say? What do you have a calling? Is it a career, or what is it? Or is it a job?
I've asked that question because I really want people to think. A lot of people said all three. For me, I would just say a calling.
Yeah. And what do you think?
Your job and career should be your calling.
Yeah.
And if you're not there yet, you will be at some point in life.
And what do you think Syleecia calling is?
My calling is to empower. Well, it's my calling is to educate, empower, and entertain and enhance the lives of people around the world so that they're transformed and that they just live better lives. I'm here to serve. That's my calling. So it's education, empower, entertain, and enhance their lives. But I like that finessing question. I want to be able to answer that.
Who was finessing the game for Syleecia?
Well, it's a lot of people, but you know who I'd like to shout out, and this is going to really shock you. Cardi B, for sure. Not really shocking though, because I agree. In so many aspects, she's consistent, but go on. No, this is what I'm saying. Like watching her, I was having this conversation and we were talking about, I forget who I was talking to. We were talking about reality show artists. She, to me, took that, she wasn't on there that many seasons, but she took that and transformed her entire life. She is a mom, she is a wife. Not perfect, rugged around the edges, but then compassionate. Yeah. She got into the politics stuff, sitting down with Bernie Sanders, telling people to vote. Fashion icon. She be dressing her ass off.
She sure did.
Her hair, like she wears her natural hair, when she takes out her wig. So I just love her. Her kids are so cute. And the bags that she be getting, like them endorsement bags, them sponsor bags. She ain't got to put out an album if she didn't want to, but
because she's liked by so many people, and that's it, right? That's key in business, I think, or any aspect. I think that character, and people like her. They genuinely like her, and I think that's why you said she don't really have to make music. I think another little treat, which we don't get a lot, is the relationship she got with her sister. That's consistent. We don't see that they're now like feuding because one is in the limelight, and because I think at some point they were together trying to do music or whatever, but she puts her sister out there just enough though. And I respect that because she's not overwhelming us with the relationship. It's kind of, you get a little tease of it. So I like Cardi B. She's definitely someone finessing the game.
Yeah, I like that. And I'm not mad at her album. Like the album she put out, and then she dropped her little singles, Money. Yeah, she dropped her little singles.
It's fun.
They be popping.
It's fun. It's a good time.
People that hate on her, y'all can hate all y'all want. You know, you may not like her rapping. I ain't saying she up in here like Lauryn Hill, but she fun.
Yeah, she's a good time. She's a good time. And I know y'all gonna have a good time coming up in July. Shout out to the Zetas because Boule is happening and Syleena Johnson gonna be in the building once again. So are you excited about Boule? That's my last question.
Yes, you know, it's so we messed up because the night before Selena's on the 23rd, Mary J. Blige is performing on the 22nd.
Oh, I gotta get to Boule. So wait, y'all haven't dropped that information yet? Is that public information?
Yeah. Mary was booked for our centennial, and so was Syleena. So this Boule, everybody, you know, we had deposits on people. Yes. Everybody just transferred over to this. I think last year, you know, so transfer over to this year. So Hezekiah Walker, I think, is doing Thursday. Mary is doing.
And it's in Philly, right?
It's in Philly. Mary's doing Friday night. Selena's doing the awards gala Saturday night. Vivica Fox is going to be there. It's going to be crazy.
Sweet. Shout out to Vivica Fox. I love to see when she hashtag final womanhood and all that good stuff, man. She's definitely representing out there. Shout out to Ben Vane too, who loved to rap Phi Beta Sigma. I just saw him in the interview, and I mean, this is an icon, actress, and so to see him repping Phi Beta Sigma, I love to see it all the time. But yeah, y'all gonna cut up in Boule for sure, because 2020 y'all gotta come back. I mean, it was ripped away from y'all. Pandemic, it was ripped away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we've got to do it in the year of the SG Rose centennial.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it will go on because I mean, we got our.
It should be later this year.
Yeah, I just had, in fact, my last episode, a shout out to my special co-host, Sigma Gamma Rose. No, I understand it. It's the year of the Rose, the 2020 or 22. So they'll do that thing. And the Zetas will take over next year. It's in Houston, Texas for the conclave for Phi Beta Sigma. So I don't know. Lena might be brought in for that, man. So I'll love to see her on stage.
That'll be nice.
Yes, look it up. We're in Houston for 2023.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. I know you're gonna be there turning.
Oh, you know I'll be there. I just left Houston last week, so it's a car ride. It's literally 3 hours up the road.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm in there. And I want people to be near you, Syleecia, Dr. Thompson, entertainment manager, author, all that good stuff, professor. The list goes on and on. Syleecia, let people know how they can keep up with you if they're not following you already, but let them know how they can keep up with you so they can make sure that the next project that drop, they can be hip to it.
Thank you for having me, Ken.
Sure.
You guys can go to drsyleecia.com, but I'm on Instagram at Syleecia, Twitter at Syleecia, and Facebook. I have 2 pages. I got a personal page, which is really it's popping, but then my fan page is Dr. Syleecia Thompson. So I'm everywhere.
Dr. Syleecia Thompson, you stay out there, son. It's get hot in Atlanta. I know this is your first summer down there, so keep the umbrella open. Get you a Zeta umbrella. Walk around with it because you don't want to get dark in Atlanta.
Well, I love the sun.
Yeah. But see, Georgia Peach, they say they turn you into a prune raisin, so you want to stay away from the sun. But it's a good place. It's a good vibe. Atlanta's a good place with a lot of our people there doing a lot of things and innovative stuff. So thank you so much, Syleecia, for joining this episode and checking me out for this season. Thank you for accepting the invitation, and I hope you come back. You know, I don't think you missed the season, so I'll see you in season 5.
Of course.
I would love for you to co-host. We might got to do it together.
Season 5. You out here bowling.
We moving around. All right, y'all. Take it easy. If it's too easy, don't take it, Doc. And you've been watching another episode of the Finesse Media Podcast, Season 4. I'm your host, Ken Finesse Media, and I'll see you next week with something brand new. Peace. Blue Phi Sorority. All right.
The first thing I give them is confidence in your vision and your dream. Because people don't realize that when you're born, you're a brand. You're a personal brand. Our name is a brand.
What's the difference between a personal brand and a business brand?
Great question. Okay, because I was waiting for that one. No, a personal brand and a business brand. Like I said, we're all born with a brand. And your personal identity sometimes outweighs your business. When they go to a Syleena Johnson concert, they don't come out and say, ooh, SJ Entertainment was amazing. They look at Miss Quad and Syleena as brands. Shonda Rhimes is a brand. You know, Oprah is a brand. But on the flip side, a company brand like McDonald's, you go in, you have great service, you don't say, ooh, Ray Kroc did his thing.
Right, that is true.
Fries are hitting. No. So personal brand sometimes is stronger than the company brand. It's a fine balance. You got to be able to balance them both. But we all have a personal brand.
Well,
This has been another edition of the Finesse Media Podcast. Join us again next week for the latest news from HBCUs. Special guest